Hey everybody, it's Keith from Essex Recording Studios here in England, and today we are with one of my favorite guitars of all time. This is the USA Jackson Warrior in a really cool bolted steel graphic finish. It goes down the whole guitar. I can't wait to show you the back of this thing. And yeah, I just love it. It's in a monster case. Look at this case. These are like, if you think of like the Dean Dimebag Darrell cases or some of the ESP cases, it's huge. You know, I had one of these years ago, and I don't remember the case being this big, but it's awesome. It stays super safe and snug in here, and let's go ahead and just pull it out. This guitar is totally mint. There's not a scratch on it. It was part of a monster collection of guitars that we acquired about 5 out of so far. We're probably going to buy the rest as well. And this thing has just been sitting in its case its entire life. It is like a time capsule. It looks totally, totally killer. You can see this beautiful like metallic flake in the paint job here. We're under a yellow light, so I apologize if sometimes the video goes a little bit yellow. And the graphic, what's really cool is like they even bother completing it all around the edges. You've got these beautiful bevels. And what I really love about the Warrior, aside from this wickedly cool shape, it is awesome. But you've got the asymmetrical horns coming off, just like a Randy Rhoads. So if I just cut it off there, that looks like a super cool version of a Randy Rhoads. And then up here, you've got this nice horn coming off, kind of like a Jackson Kelly. And then obviously you've got this beautiful curve there where you can actually sit down and play this guitar, which is kind of important if you like to play a lot and don't want to kill your back standing up for hours. So yeah, I love it. Coming down the ebony fretboard here, let's take a look. This is where the serial numbers are typically stamped on USA Jackson guitars. So you can see, now let's see if this thing will focus. There we go. We got the focus. U, so that's the Jackson, Ontario factory there with the U prefix. We've got these Seymour Duncan pickups. I actually don't know which pickups these are. I'm sure you experts will know instantly, you know, with these exposed poles. But they don't look familiar to me. But I was told these were the original ones in the guitar. You've got the original Floyd Rose bridge, of course, and a 3-way selector switch, volume and tone knobs. And yeah, okay, so white binding, looks kind of like a ivory bone type texture. I'm sure it's not actual ivory, but looks great. Mother of pearl logo, made in USA. There's the tip with no damage. It's amazing to see these with no chips whatsoever, you know, on the horns. It's totally incredible. I've never seen one in this type of condition. I mean, I've bought guitars right off the showroom floor in the dealer at guitar stores, and they have chips and pick scratches and stuff, but not the case with this guitar. Yeah, so going back to the Warrior design, I don't know much. I don't know the history behind it. So if anybody does, please feel free to comment and tell us a little bit more about it. You know, who developed it, where it came from. But it's my favorite Jackson body style. I remember going on eBay back in like the early 2000s, and there was this killer one. I think it was like a quilted blue top, and it actually had these like cross inlays on it. It was out of the custom shop. If I ever see that guitar again, I'm going to buy that. But I was super pleased to find this one. If you look at our other videos, we just had a bolted steel graphic King V, and I just fell in love with this finish, this graphic. Now I'm going to be real careful here. I'm going to put the phone down for 1 second. I don't want to put any knocks or chips in this beautiful guitar. There we go. So there's the back of it. Got your input jack. Just looks beautiful. And then as we go down the neck, I mean, the graphic continues and is just so cool. All the way to the back of the headstock here, we've got the sealed Jackson tuners. Just looks super, super cool. And if you remember these older style Jackson cases, I don't know if you've owned one of these in the past or if you're around my age. I'm 32. But when I had one in the 90s and a few more in the early 2000s, they had a certain smell to those cases. I actually kind of like it. But this guitar still has that new case smell. I don't even know how to describe it. I've never smelled anything else quite like it, but this one totally has it. So when I opened this up for the first time, it like brought all those memories back from high school when I got my first Jackson. It's so cool. But yeah, guys, this is the USA Jackson Warrior bolted steel graphic up close in person. I hope this gives you a really good idea of what this is like. This graphic is just totally killer. You've got this great metallic flake going on throughout the whole thing. So, you know, it doesn't look like just some cheap airbrush job. This looks really good. Yeah. Well, I hope you liked the video, guys, and please leave comments, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We love all the interaction and the commentary, and we'll be with you soon with another video. I've got a Jackson Randy Rhoads WR1 white with black bevels coming up next. You're going to love it. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.